everybody, I'm back. And today we're finally doing another episode of Nails, Novels, and Nonfiction. Today I'm just doing something very simple. I'm going to be removing the gel polish from my nails, and that's it. So I thought I would do a book today that was kind of short and simple, and that book is The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. So yeah, let's just get into it. I'm gonna start out with just warming up my nails with a file and removing the top coat. So yeah, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, a practical guide to the fulfillment of your dreams by Deepak Chopra. And this came out in 1994. Deepak Chopra is an author that's been around a long time. He's been on Oprah quite a few times. I believe his first appearance was in the 80s, I think. He's a doctor. I believe he's an endocrinologist, which is a doctor of the glands and the metabolism. So we're just gonna get straight into these 7 laws. So the first law is the law of pure potentiality. I can't say that word for some reason. Potentiality. And it is said a lot in this book, so you'll just have to forgive me. But yeah, the law of pure potentiality. Pure potentiality is pure consciousness. It is the field of all possibilities and infinite creativity. It is our spiritual essence. It is our essential nature. Just knowing this gives you the ability to fulfill any dream you have, because you know that you are the immeasurable potential of all that was, is, and will be. You understand that there is only one all-pervasive spirit or energy field, and that there is no separation between you and this field of energy. It is who you are. It is the self. When you experience the self or self-referral, your reference point in life is one of spirit and not objects, such as your body. Object referral is when you are influenced by objects outside of ourselves, situations, circumstances, people, and things. We are constantly in anticipation and in a fear-based mode. You feel the need to control things. You need approval. This is not real power. When you experience real power, there is an absence of fear and no compulsion to control. In object referral, your reference point is your ego. It is not the real you. It is a made-up self-image. Your true self is completely free of those things. It is immune to criticism and unafraid of any challenge. It feels neither inferior nor superior to anyone because it recognizes that everyone and everything is the same self or energy. This is true power. Power based in object referral lasts only as long as the object of reference is there. If you have a certain title or if you have a lot of money, the power you enjoy goes with the title, the job, or the money. It only lasts as long as those things last. As soon as you lose them, the power goes away. Self-power based in spirit is permanent. It draws people to you and things. It magnetizes people, situations, and circumstances to support you. So how do we make full use of the creativity which is inherent in pure consciousness or in the field of pure potentiality? We have to access it. And we can access this field through daily silence, meditation, and non-judgment. Also, spending time in nature is part of this field of infinite creativity, freedom, and bliss. So to practice silence means to simply be, to withdraw from the activity of speech as well as watching TV, listening to music, or reading. If we never give ourselves the opportunity to experience silence, it creates turbulence in our inner dialogue. Set aside some time every once in a while to experience silence. It could be for a certain part of the day, and every once in a while, experience extended periods of time in silence, such as a full day or even a whole week. At first, your internal dialogue becomes even more turbulent. But if you commit yourself to this extended period of silence, your mind will quiet down. Then the silence will become profound. The mind gives up and realizes there is no point in going around and around with you, the true self, the spirit, the choice maker. Then you will be able to experience the stillness of the field of pure potentiality. Try to experience silence as it is convenient to you. That's the most important thing. Another way to experience pure potentiality is through meditation. In meditation, you experience the field of pure silence and pure awareness. This field of pure silence and pure awareness is the field of infinite correlation and organizing power, the ground of creation where everything is connected with everything else. Another way to access the field of pure potentiality is through the practice of non-judgment. When we are constantly evaluating, classifying, labeling, analyzing, you create a lot of turbulence in your inner dialogue. This turbulence constricts the flow of energy between you and the field of pure potentiality. By practicing non-judgment, you put yourself in a state of pure awareness and inner stillness that connects you to true power. Once you are able to start practicing silence, meditation, and non-judgment, you can take it a step further by spending time in nature. Spending time in nature enables you to sense the harmonious interaction of all the elements and forces of life and gives you a sense of unity with all life. That connection with nature's intelligence will also help you access the field of pure potentiality. All this will help you access your true essence and also give you insight to the mirror of relationships. All relationships are a reflection of your relationship with yourself. Once you are able to form a true relationship with yourself, you will be able to bring about any needed true healing. You will understand your true nature, and you will never feel insecure about fulfilling your dreams again. Okay, I've got one hand wrapped. This is going to sit for 10 minutes. I don't have my timer. Hold on. So the second law is the law of giving. So the universe operates through energy and exchanging energy. Your mind is always interacting with the mind of the cosmos. Your energy or your life is an expression of the cosmos's energy and life. And life is nothing more than an exchange of these energies and interactions between all of the elements and forces of nature. Now, because your mind and the cosmos's mind are in this constant exchange, stopping that flow or exchange is kind of like stopping the blood flow in your body. You can't do that because the blood will start to clot and just stagnate. So you have to give in order to receive. You have to continue the exchange back and forth between yourself and the universe in order to get or keep anything that you want, even money. Money is just a symbol of life energy. It is a symbol of how much time and effort you have put into something. And we exchange this life energy with each other in the form of money. If we stop the flow of money or energy, if we hold on to our money, if we hoard it, then there's no energy or money to circulate back to us. And what's even more important than giving is your intention behind your giving. Your intention should always be to create happiness for yourself and others. So practicing this law of giving is actually really simple. If whatever it is that you want, you have to give. If you want appreciation and attention, then you need to give appreciation and attention. If you want love, then you need to give love. If you want money, you need to give money. In fact, it's pretty obvious in the world that one of the easiest or quickest ways to gain wealth is to find a way to help others gain wealth. And this is because if you take our bodies and reduce it down, we are just localized bundles of energy in a larger field of energy. We are energy and information alive within this larger field of the universe's energy and information. We are like thoughts in a thinking universe, and thoughts have the power to transform things. Then you're probably thinking, well, how can I give to people if I myself am like lacking? I don't barely have the money to pay my bills. How am I supposed to give money to charities or other people? Giving doesn't necessarily have to be in a material form. You can write a nice note to somebody. You can pick a flower for somebody. You can even send good thoughts. The other person doesn't even need to know. You can just send good thoughts to somebody that you know needs it. You could give a compliment to somebody, and you'll see the more you give, the more confidence you'll gain seeing this law in action. And the more you give, the more you'll get, which means the more you'll have to give, which means the more you'll get. It's a snowball effect. Okay, now the third law is the law of karma, or cause and effect. So karma is both action and the consequence of that action, or cause and effect, happening simultaneously. So because every action generates a force of equal energy back to us, karma also implies the action of conscious choice making. So every moment of our lives, we're in this field that presents an infinite amount of choices that we can make. Some of these choices we make consciously, and some of them we make unconsciously. And whether we like it or not, everything that's happening in this moment is a result of choices that we've made in the past. So most of us, as a result of conditioning, the way we were brought up, have pretty predictable reactions to the stimuli around us. So our actions, they seem automatic, but they are still choices that we've made. We just made them unconsciously. So we made them without really thinking out what our actions could lead to. We just responded. You can use the law of karma to get anything you want. First, you must become consciously aware that your future is generated by the choices you are making in every moment. If you do this on a regular basis, then you are making full use of the law of karma. The more you bring your choices to the level of your conscious awareness, the more you will make those choices which are correct, both for you and those around you. The second thing you can do is to transform your bad karma to a more desirable experience. If something bad happens to you as you are paying your karmic debt, ask yourself, why is this happening? And what is the message the universe is giving to me? How can I make this experience useful to my fellow human beings? By doing this, you look for the seed of opportunity and tie it to your dharma, which will be discussed in the 7th chapter. Now, the 4th law is the law of least effort. This law is based on the fact that nature's intelligence functions with effortless ease. This is the principle of least action, of no resistance. This is therefore the principle of harmony and love. It is the nature of stars to sparkle. It is the nature of the sun to shine. And it is human nature to make your dreams manifest into physical form easily and effortlessly. Nature's intelligence functions effortlessly. It is nonlinear, is intuitive, holistic, and nourishing. And when you are in harmony with nature, you can make use of the law of least effort. When your actions are motivated by love, there is no waste of energy. When your actions are motivated by love, your energy multiplies and accumulates, and the surplus energy you gather and enjoy can be channeled to create anything you want. There are 3 things you can do to put this principle of least effort and accomplish more into action. The first component is to accept the moment as it is. Know that this moment is as it should be, because the whole universe is as it should be. When you struggle against the entire universe, accept things as they are, not as you wish them to be. You can wish for things to be different in the future, but in this moment, you have to accept things as they are. If you can accept things as they are, you are ready to take responsibility. Responsibility is the second component of the law of least effort. Responsibility means not blaming anyone or anything for your situation. It means the ability to have a creative response to the situation as it is now. The third component of the law of least effort is defenselessness. When you have relinquished the need to convince or persuade others of your point of view, you free up energy. When you become defensive and blame others, your life meets resistance. When you have no points to defend, you do not allow the birth of an argument. Okay, so we're on the 5th law of intention and desire. This law is based on the fact that energy and information exists everywhere in nature. On the quantum field, there is nothing but energy and information. The quantum field is just another label for pure potentiality. This quantum field is influenced by intention and desire. We have a nervous system that is capable of becoming aware of the energy and information content of a localized field that gives rise to our physical body. We experience this field subjectively as our thoughts, feelings, and emotions. We also experience this field objectively as our physical body, but it's the same stuff. Your body is not separate from the body of the universe, because at a quantum level, there are no well-defined edges. So the universe is your extended body. We can influence the information and energy in this extended body and cause things to manifest in it. This conscious manifestation is brought about by the 2 qualities inherent in consciousness: attention and intention. So attention energizes, while intention transforms. So the quality of your intention on the object of attention will orchestrate an infinite amount of circumstances or things that can happen, provided that you also follow the other 7 laws of success. So you can go into this quantum field or into pure potentiality, and there release your intention. And just by doing this will affect the quantum soup and create the necessary circumstances to achieve your intention. Now, intention combined with detachment which we'll talk more about later, leads to present moment awareness. And when you are performing actions in present moment awareness is when your actions are the most effective. Your intention is on the future, but your attention is in the present, where you're doing the actual work. So as long as your attention is in the present, your future intentions should manifest, because the future is created in the present. Make sense? So the future is always something that you can create in the present moment, but you shouldn't struggle against the present moment. I'm trying to think of like an example. So maybe your intention is to create a business. And so you state it to yourself, this is my intention, I'm going to make this kind of business. And then you sit down and you put all your current attention on working on creating that business, filling out your paperwork, whatever it is that you have to do, without worrying about the future and whether what you're doing right now is going to create the future, because it is, if you keep your attention on what you're doing now. If you're thinking about the future while trying to accomplish something in the present, you could mess up what you're doing in the present. Okay, I think that explains it. So the sixth law is the law of detachment, which we mentioned in the previous law. And this kind of goes along with the example I just gave. So this law says that in order to accomplish or get anything that's physical in the universe, you have to relinquish any attachment to that thing. This doesn't mean that you don't want it anymore. It just means that you're not concerned whether you get it or not. That you're just like, okay, yeah, I want this thing and it's going to happen and I'm doing the work to get it. So I don't need to like yearn for it because I already know it's going to happen. So the source of wealth or anything in the physical world is the self, our true self or our higher self, some people call it. The part of you that's you without any conditioning or labels, because it is that self, that pure consciousness that knows how to fulfill any need. Okay, so now we've come to the last law of success, which is the law of Dharma, or your purpose in life. So Dharma is a Sanskrit word. I've always mispronounced that. I don't know if I said it right. It's like an ancient Indian language. Anyways, it means purpose in life. Dharma also says that divine consciousness takes the form of our physical bodies in order to accomplish a specific purpose. And according to this law, because of that, you have a unique talent or a unique way of expressing that talent that nobody else in the whole world does. And for every unique talent or unique expression of that talent, there is a unique need for that talent or expression of that talent. And that is the spark that creates affluence. Expressing your unique talents is the ultimate way of creating abundance and affluence. So there's 3 components of this law of Dharma. First, each of us are here to discover our true self or our higher self or whatever you want to call it. The second component is to express our unique talents. And the third is to serve humanity. So asking yourself, how can I help? When you combine the ability to express your unique talent with service to humanity, you make full use of the law of Dharma. And coupled with the experience of your own spirituality in the field of pure potentiality, There is no way you will not have access to unlimited abundance, because that is the real way abundance is achieved. The 7 spiritual laws of success are powerful principles that will enable you to attain self-mastery. If you put your attention on these laws and practice the steps outlined in this book, you will see that you can manifest anything you want. You will also see that your life becomes more joyful and abundant in every way. For these laws are also the spiritual laws of life that make living worthwhile. Okay, so got almost all the polish off. I'm just going to file off these last few little bits. So yeah, that's the 7 spiritual laws of success by Deepak Chopra. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this book. Like, I get it. I get what he's saying, and I agree. But it's very much like The Secret. And not that I have anything necessarily against The Secret. It's just these books and these types of, manifesting stuff, it always seems to skip the part where you have to do the work to get the thing that you want. Like, yes, you need to believe in yourself and believe that it's possible and work with detachment in order to focus on what you're doing. But literally, like, they don't even really mention the work. Like, having to get, because that's the biggest part of it, having to get up when you don't want to get up, having to go to work when you don't want to, like I read The Secret when it came out too. And again, I felt very much about that book as I do this book, where, yeah, I get what you're saying and I agree, but The Secret literally had like 2 sentences about the effort that you need to put in. Like, you literally can't sit on your couch all day and visualize this business you want or whatever if you don't hit the pavement. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way it can happen. I don't know, maybe someone would tell me that that's, me not having faith. And of course it won't happen for me because I don't have the faith. But work has to come into play here somewhere, right? So yeah, that's my only me about this book. And I just feel like, just talk about the other stuff as well. I feel like it's a little misleading for some people. So yeah, I'm just taking off this last bits of gel polish with my hand file just because it's easier, quicker. But yeah, I needed to take off this gel polish because Thanksgiving is next week and I want to do some Thanksgiving nails. I don't know if I'll have the video done before Thanksgiving, but hopefully I will. If not, I'll just put it on after the holiday is over. But our next book I am enjoying very much, and it does talk, its focus is the work, the part that this book left out. If you could merge the 2 books together, I think we'd have like something, we would have something big. Okay, all the polish is off. I'm gonna buff these to bring back some shine since I'm gonna be doing the natural thing on my nails for a while. Okay, I'm gonna give these one last good clean swipe with alcohol just to make sure they're super clean, all the dust is off. One more thing, cuticle oil. Rub that in. Oh, there we go. Nice, fresh, clean. I love the smell of this cuticle oil. Okay, so yeah. The 7 spiritual laws of success. Now you know how to be successful. If you liked this video, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. It's how I know what kind of videos to make, because that's how I know which ones you like. Make sure and subscribe and hit the notifications bell if you want. And I will see you in the next one. Bye. Today, in exchange. So if you want appreciation.